Sorry, that one just felt fitting. Sorry, I'm still a little parched too. I'm back. 2 streams in 1 day. Oh my goodness. Whatever could be the occasion. Because there must be something. I didn't bring my water, but I brought my other drink. What the heck? Bow bow. How you doing? How you been? How you feeling? Trying to get that protein. Hi. Okay. So I wanted to talk about this actually quite quickly. We're going to start on this one. So thank you for joining me. Once again. I really do appreciate it. But Elon Musk, he got approval for Neuralink. And that's a little sus, I feel like, wow. So I wanted to talk about that. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I know your time is precious, so it really does mean a lot to me. So what's up, turds, nerds, freaks, and geeks, and all in between? It's me, your girl, Daisydame. Welcome to, or back to my channel. Is that the first one? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, this is like, it just came out yesterday that it's official. They will start testing on humans. And I'm like overwhelmed by the news. Please hit the like, it's free. It really means a lot. I'm gonna keep saying it. Oh, let's look at a thing or two. But yeah, so I'm like, oh no. And I feel very like overwhelmed by that thought because I think that we may be one of the only channels that spoke about all the issues that Neuralink has had along the way. So I think that knowing that information makes me even more cautious and nervous and like alarmed by this whole circumstance because look at how cool this is. For those of you who don't know, first of all, we make these and we make this, and by we I mean me and my Maja. But I do the paintings. She does most of the tie-dyes, unless it's like this. That's me, obviously. You can tell. Because look at this character. Yeah. So we make cool stuff like that. Instead of merch, you can get cool stuff like that. All sizes, all people. It's really cool. Yeah, but so along the way, Neuralink has had its own issues. It was actually established in 2016. And believe it or not, right now it has over 400 employees. So it's like, what have they been doing this whole time? You know, what have they been doing? They just chilling in the offices, hanging out like, hey, sup Carl, sup Steve, we're chilling. Yep. So for those of you who don't know, the whole thing with Neuralink is that before they had tested on animals, which listen, I'm not against, I'm also not really particularly for it, but I feel like if it's a must, it should be done humanely, right? These were not done humanely. Obviously. So we're just looking at some of these while I tell you the start of all this. Yeah, so there was over like 1,500 poor, helpless little beings, you know, that had to suffer for no reason, and that's just incredibly unfortunate, and it should have never happened. And they said that, you know, certain parts were the wrong size, certain parts were in the wrong places. So imagine, you know, they actually had chimpanzees and everything. Yes, there was like up to 6 chimps and everything. It just breaks my heart. Like, I'm one of those people, yeah. That's like, but wait, they tested on these animals. They knowingly continue tests that they knew would hurt, that were wrong, that they failed. And they took out over 1,500 animals for no reason. Oh, I just don't like that at all. So they said that some of the animals were found with the wrong sizes, like I said. And these, remember, like these things, it's on your brain stem, okay? It's Neuralink. What it is they want to link us to computers. They want you to be linked up to the computer. Like, this is genuinely what they want. And we're going to get more into that because I don't think a lot of people know exactly what Neuralink is and how it can lead to ectolife and how these things are all very real. But again, thank you for joining me. Your time is really precious. I really do appreciate it. Please hit the like. So I'm curious, right? The world is a curious place. Has it really changed so much, or are we just recognizing what's went on? I don't know. But, or are we just finally seeing it for the corrupt system that it might be, or has been? So Elon Musk finally got Neuralink accepted for human trials. This is concerning. It should be concerning. And it's almost frustrating at times because this ties into everything we've been speaking about with DNA and how they've had this insane progress. Think about this. The main stories are DNA, changing our DNA, as well as Neuralink, as well as all this happening at once. And if you don't know about Starlink, you better get to know about it. Because I started tracking these babies. You can do so on Stellarium. Holy cow. I did not realize. I could never have imagined how many are above our heads right now. Like, I started tracking them because I thought they were shooting stars. I thought it was a plane. I don't know what I thought. I thought it was something, you know? And I don't think there's anything, like, wrong with talking about people who put their lives out there like that. That's kind of on them. And, you know, if people choose to talk about it, that's that on that. I just don't think you would go to other channels and be like, you're obsessed with this or that because you're discussing this topic, you know? So let's just be thoughtful. Okay. Yeah, I just think that this is taking us into ectolife. This is taking us to these places. And there's now... Okay, for those of you who are gamers, think of Horizon Zero Dawn. Think of the focus. We're all about to get a focus. Think of Black Mirror. Think about how they had those things in their eyeballs, right? Like this. And that's me showing you, not trying to do any signs here, okay? Calm down. No symbolism there, okay? I'm just telling you they had things in their eyeballs. And it is all to connect you to technology. It's integrating the world and your body. They're changing our DNA and hooking us up to technology. Like... Everybody's just fine. It's fine. Totally normal. Woo, what a fun time to live in, right? Oh my gosh. I just think about, like, my grandparents and what they would think and how they would just be like, that's silly. Like, why would you say that? I don't know. So, yeah, the founder and CEO of Tesla tweeted that Neuralink is finally ready for human testing. What do you guys think about that? So... I think that Elon is hard to discern sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm like, is he Dr. Evil? Or is he actually just this philanthropist doing his thing, trying to do his best, trying to make a difference in the world? It's hard to gauge. Because at times I'm like, he just seems like he wants to be accepted so bad. Like, Elon is like, please love me. And people are like, you're still weird, though. You're still weird, though. You know? And... constantly warning us about AI and then directly tying us into AI, you know, I mean, okay. Little sus, that's all. Little sus. And I don't know, I really do feel like he has this longing in his heart. Oh, right, yes, that's very true too. Elon's new CEO selection, whatever it is, well, that is very true. I saw that as well. And seriously though, if you have Stellarium on your phone, on whatever, please do check it out. Look at the Starlinks. Do it. Like, I know this sounds like I'm about to start putting red tape on things and strings and all kinds of things and connecting some dots. I don't need no strings to connect these dots, okay? We don't need it. It's like so blatantly obvious. And I guess that's the part where I'm a little shook at. It's like, why don't people recognize? So there's a crap ton of these Starlinks. They're everywhere. Once I started watching them, I was like, dang, what? Consider that too. Like, I get it. It's like a net. It's a web. What can you do with Starlinks? What else could you do, right? It's not just like internets for all. Think about it. What was Tesla working on for a certain somebody of the government? Remember that? It's just curious. Things from the sky, right? So I wonder, could they be like Could they pull off a huge hologram up there with all these Starlings? Could they obfuscate an object from our view with these things? I'm just curious. Just curious. That's just me. Just curious cat. Wondering what's going on. Do check out the Starlings though. Check out Stellarium if you have it. It's worth it. And yeah, that's all. I'm honestly like, if you think I'm sweating Elon Musk in my spare time, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like out there in the world touching grass, believe it or not. I do things, okay? I people. I participate in life. No, I honestly, I just think it's like, wait, whoa, we should be concerned about this because this is pretty serious. So I believe that I am one of the few that do the must watch. And it's not, again, like we're doing it all the time. It's not even every week. It's maybe like 2 or 3 times a month, if that, if something significant happens. So again, if you missed the previous one, let me give you a little update. He's warned against it. He continues to do it. Oh, by the way, wasn't it like 50 senators that were just given like special phones? Like 50, just cause, just, you know, being safe. They should have them anyways, right? Curious timing, that's all. That's all. And, oh, let's not even go into that right now. I'm like, we'll just save that one for later. So, yeah, the FDA finally approved it. That makes it a milestone. And for those who might not know, again, Neuralink is obviously a brain implant. This is definitely a milestone, and I think it's one the world will never forget once they realize what happened at that moment. They'll realize it eventually, hopefully. So it's curious. They created a device that will be surgically inserted to the brain. Remember, I told you it was connected to their spines and their brain stems. I will never not be obsessed with you. Stop it. And I appreciate all of you so much. And Musk is one to kind of jump his start. Like, listen, when he had his Boring Company, he was like, it's ready to go. Oh, hi. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, you're so precious. I adore you guys so much. I wish you were all at Pyro. I genuinely wish that. Like, I think of how amazing that would be if, you know, that would be so awesome. Everybody's just camping together. So, yeah, Musk, he's one to be like, listen, it's ready, when it's not so much very ready. And, again, keep in mind, Neuralink has been around since 2016. 2016. What you been doing? Making pancakes? How long has this been around? And now, by the way, also, all of a sudden they want to cure everything. Like, props to you, right? Go ahead, save the blind. Go ahead, give some hearing. Go ahead, like, play that game, right? Oh. But how come all of a sudden they want to heal us? How come all of a sudden they want to take care of us and say, oh, it's for you, don't worry, calm down. It's for the greater good. There it is. Do you hear it? The greater good. And if you haven't seen that movie, you should, okay? It's good stuff. Anything with freaking Simon Pegg. The greater good. That's what it feels like. Okay. Neuralink was founded in 2016, and it now has over 400 employees. With the help of Musk, Neuralink has brought extraordinary resources to the field known as Ready Brain-Computer Interface. Huh? Do you know my brain is its own computer? Just a thought. I don't know about you. Maybe somebody needs that. I don't know. Curious though. So under the guise of curing, again, since when? Everything they do is to make us oh my goodness, I'm so weak, or whatever it may be. The food, the crap. The water, the crap. The everything, the crap, right? It is what it is. The truth is inconvenient. So I'm curious. It's like now they say, let's do it to help everybody else. Right? Oh my goodness, listen. ChatGPT, my mini now will like have the most random questions, and instead of coming to me, he's going to ChatGPT, and I was like, shut that down. Nah, get it out the house. Drop kick it. Chop it in the neck. You guys know how I am. No way. You come to me. What are you doing? Don't you ever. No. Hey, here's where it gets really interesting, okay? I'm about to blow your mind. There's actually a couple nuggets in the stream, so I hope those who watch it appreciate the work I do for you beautiful souls. Listen, pay close attention, because guess who's involved? BlackRock. Bum, bum, bum. Where are my noises when I need them? I need like a full setup next time for sure. To make it more dramatic, I'll even do the lightning strikes. Does BlackRock sound familiar? Because it should. They're also coming up in the whole train derailleur things. That's strange. Huh. You know what? My brain is starting to hurt. That feels like too much thinking for me. Might as well just shut down and go back to life. Doot, doot, doot. Didn't see nothing. Run the other way. Y'all never heard this. Wasn't for me. But for real though. And other things that are important are the DNA advancements and genetic advancements of our time. That is another huge story that everyday people are just like, okay, not for me. Like, I'm not a science major. Why are you telling me this? It's about DNA, bruh. It's about where we come from, bruh. It's about our existence, bruh. It's about where we're going. What? What do you mean? I just don't get how some people don't care. It's only about your existence and how, like, they're changing our DNA. I know. And it's all for us wonky people, right? Because we were made right. We gotta be fixed. We got fixing to do for the neurodivergence of the world. Don't worry, there's a cure now. There's a cure. What is there a cure for? Well, just you wait. There's a laundry list. I guess partial blindness, hearing, things like this. Oh, and even, how about this? The ADHD or the autism. Could you imagine being like, knowing that you have this loved one that has these things and being like, we're going to go get you fixed today. We're just going to go change your DNA. Don't worry. No big deal. No small thing. Not at all. And this will happen. This is the wildest thing to me, is that these things will happen. And unfortunately, maybe even some people won't want that done. Maybe some people have learned to live their life as they are, learn to cope that way, learn to exist in that manner, and to be like, now you get to get fixed with the DNA, boom, boom, CRISPR, and boom, boom, Neuralink. You're all fixed up. Do you know how jarring that is for someone to be like, I'm a normal human being now. It is jarring to have lived your life one way, your whole existence, and then boom, the lights turn on and you're like, what the heck? I've been sitting in the dark the whole time and I didn't even know it. It's I don't know. It's a very big moral dilemma. Oh, you're so sweet. Stop it. You won't flatter me too much. I just think it's like, where did these tinctures come from? Where did these cures come from? How long have they been here? And what is this really about? Because we know that they're not just trying to help us out here, okay? Since when? You should be concerned. This is the time when people should be like, questionable. Is when they're like, hey, you should just take these free TVs and put them in your house. No, they don't have cameras in them. Shut up. Take the TV. And then somebody's like, I think my TV's listening. And then somebody else is like, you're crazy. But then it turns out, oh my God, my TV was listening. Ain't that some, God dang, times we're living in. Like those nanny cam bears. They got a camera for an eyeball. Those exist. Again, I'm just curious. People, let's put credit where it's due. This is a very, very big endeavor. Like for someone who's doing these philanthropic things, right? That's no small feat. So I guess progress in certain fields is a positive. But whether I would take that straight to brain-computer interfaces, whoa, for me, right? And I think people feel that way still about certain medical advancements due to there being stigma attached to certain things for so long. Now that they're just like, boom, mental health, people are like, whoa, whiplash. Before I was told we make fun of that. Before I was told we don't say those things. You know what I mean? And now it's like everybody wants to just be like, this is all my issues. Here they are. I am victim and I am mentally unwell. And then everybody goes, how brave. How brave. It's beautiful. And you're like, oh my God, please. Someone help. What happened to the world I was living in? Help. But no, it is good, right, to talk about things. Don't get me wrong. But when it's like you make that your whole identity, there's a problem here, okay? And they don't want to just cure us. If this was so, if they really cared, they would have been done, did it. And we all know that. They would have done, did it. You would think, this is another thing, it blows my mind. Why don't they want their population healthy, wealthy, and successful, and happy, and just overall thriving? Why wouldn't you want your whole country to feel this way? Very curious. Yeah, we're living in a time where, like, it seems like where anything goes and people are more selfish than ever. So with that, to know in itself, it's like, I doubt even more so that somebody's just being like, helping hand, here it is, take it. And the person's like, cure my blindness. Like, what? And again, it's the same thing with the whole Mr. Beast thing. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? It's questionable. It's all about, I guess, where you stand morally and where your convictions lie. So can we really believe in this? Can it really do good? Maybe. But the truth is, it can also do harm. And when the foundation is rocky and faulty, well, then it might fall through. And that's the problem, is that Neuralink was rushed. Neuralink failed. Thousands, 1,500 animals. They inhumanely hurt them. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. And who's to say that they wouldn't do the same to humans? Who's to say that they would take that extra 2 minutes to make sure you got the right size connected to your freaking spinal cord and your brain stem? Who's to say? Maybe the, oops, wrong side, wrong one, wrong size, was meant for the other part. Now you're fricasseed fried chicken. Finger looking good. Like, what happened? Because I thought you were going to get your mental unwellness checked. Like, that's what I thought, right? Or I thought you were going to get rid of whatever it may have been. There's just so much still that can go wrong. And with the CRISPR, with the DNA, with the genetics, with everything that they're talking about, and Neuralink coming right alongside it, saying FDA approved, let's go. Ooh, curious. Curious. It's like they're trying to say, listen, we're about to be singularity AF, whether you like it or not. So either join us or you don't. And again, if you're a gamer, think of the focuses from Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, that's what it'll be like. Or Black Mirror, where they can see things in their own eyes and reverse it and play it again and record. These cars are so rude and hurtful. Okay, they're done. Maybe not. Okay, now they're done. I've been through a day, okay? I will put a sign out there and be like, I'm streaming. Calm down. Okay, here's the truth. Some days I wish I didn't have ADHD. Some days I wish I wasn't neurodivergent. But I am, and I do. And that's okay. But I'm not going to be like, oh my goodness, poor me, I was born wrong, and the wires, they don't connect, and boo-hoo. No, I don't have time for the boo-hoos. There's no time for that, okay? Keep it pushing. Too bad. Wah. You know what I mean? We all struggle in our own ways, and you kind of just have to accept and love yourself as you are. So, would I be the first to be like, Neuralink, sign me up, CRISPR, sign me up, cut up my DNA, take out the broken parts? Absolutely not. I don't believe in faulty junk DNA. I don't believe that exists. I think if they're taking something out, it might not always be what they're telling us. Remember 23andMe, you know, that site that like took everybody's DNA and they were like, we're helping you find your family tree. Psych, we're cataloging the world. That's what they did. Psych, we're locking up your cousins. That's what they did, right? Psych, we gave it to the cops. Psych, just saying, multiple uses, could be, never know. And I want people to think with their brain pieces, your God-given brain pieces. And it is okay to not agree with me or to, you know, not think that, you know, any of this is correct. That's okay. But we're allowed to have our own views. This is no echo chamber. And to be honest, this is the most alarming thing I've seen lately, genuinely, is Neuralink being FDA approved. It really makes my stomach, turn a bit. And, yeah, again, when you take somebody who has lived one way their whole life, and then you're just like, I'm going to fix you now, you're welcome, bing, what? Like, they know how to exist. They've learned how to exist. They've been chilling. It is so wrong to be like, this type of person is broken. This type of person is wrong. Because who decides that? And next thing you know, they'll be chasing people down like the homeless and be like, you're mentally unwell. We're saving you. And the homeless is like, no, I'm running from you. Leave me alone. I want to be free. And they're like, no, we're going to fix you. Genuinely. And then nobody will notice because it's the homeless population and nobody thinks of like, oh, did this person go missing or not? Just curious. I really think that there's something going on that's right around the corner, and I feel like it's just going to be like a fireworks event. That's how it feels like it's been. One thing after another is like boom, boom, and literally, quite literally across the U.S., things are going boom, boom. And we're just like, it's fine. And then, 60,000, tons, pounds, bajillion pounds of whatever explosives was found. Or like, no, it's missing. That's what it was. It's not found. It's missing. Who takes that much? What is it for? Why do things keep going kaboomy? Why is it our food? Why is it our water? Why are they blowing, or why are these trains just going kaboom? Why are they setting off like little things in people's towns and turning it into Silent Hill? Like, my heart breaks still for the people of Ohio and East Palestine, genuinely. It's just, it's as if it's never been, and the odds have never been in our favor, right? I'm not a defeatist attitude type of person. I do think that we have the ability to make a change to these things. I'm just letting you know, we're kind of at code orange right now for sure. Like, concern is at a mild, but it's still there, right? That's all. And I'm not saying, oh my gosh, this guy is falling. Have big fear. No. Live your life. Do as you will, right? But just keep your head on a swivel. It's not hard. It's not complicated. It's written on the wall, and it is alarming. And I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let me know what you think about it, though. What do you think? Do you think Elon could he have other ideas for this? Could there be other ideas for Starlink and what's being done with that? What you need to know is Neuralink is implanted in your brain, and there are people that are already accepted and signed up for this. And again, you let me know, do you think he's a real life Dr. Evil or not? Do you think that he's like secretly desperate for friends and that's why he bought Twitter? Because he was like, everyone on Twitter is my friend. I don't know. I think it's kind of cute though. No JK, like I mean that. That's like the only thing I could be like, that's cute. Genuinely. Okay, before I let you go, I want to look at one or two more headlines right quick, and I'm really not going to give you much context because it's even funnier that way. And hopefully, by the grace of God, your heart will be interested or intrigued by these topics, and maybe, just maybe, you'll have the willingness to check it out for yourself, Yeah, so they did the FDA, oh gosh, our first in-human clinical study. Neuralink announced on Twitter, calling it the first important step, blah, blah, blah. The company has designed this electrode-laden computer chip to be sewn into the surface of your brain. Oh my God. And a robotic device to perform your surgery. So no grandpa with shaky hands spilling coffee on your brain. Wow. Neuralink is pursuing a more oh wow. Wow. A more, wow. Hold on. I'm sorry. This is important. Pursuing a more invasive, high bandwidth approach than some of its rivals. Obviously, others are working on this. And who is it? Bum, bum, bum. BlackRock. Oh, my goodness. No, Finley, I'm not letting you steal the show this time. You will stop your meow meows for 1 second. It's unclear when clinical trials will begin, but people have signed up. It will be used to help with paralysis, blindness, deafness, inability to speak, or ADHD. Finley, no! Stop it, you're such a hater. Gosh. Meanwhile, he's been devoting much time to Twitter. He's all like, listen, Twitter, free speech. And people are like, yes, slay, king. And he's also like, my rockets go boom. By the way, one more thing. Scientists may be able to put Mars-bound astronauts Mars-bound astronauts to suspended animation. Listen to this. Suspended animation using sound waves. Huh? And guess where they got it from? Guess. Just guess. I know y'all know. I know y'all know. And I know you're going to be like, Daisy, with these dang mice, will you quit? Never. I will never. It's a mouse study, y'all. A mouse study. Finley, I know you like mice. Stop. Please hit the like. Because Finley's hating so hard right now. Suspended animation, y'all. Suspended animation using sound waves. I want to be in that. Is that astral projection? What is that? What does this mean? Someone clarify this. Come on, big boy. Stop yelling at me now. Are you want to say hello, or are you just gonna get in the wing? Huh. He's purring already. He's like, haha, I'm spoiled. That's what it is. Sorry, I know you guys. Oh, Finny is such a ham. What? You just want the spotlight real quick. Do you have anything to say about Elon? Perfect. That's about right. Cool story, bro. Okay, let's finish up with that. Yeah, he's the man. He's the man. He's the man. Okay, no joke. 1 day ago, this was published. Scientists may be able to be Mars-bound astronauts in suspended animation. Oh my goodness. Scientists have blasted the brains of mice and rats with ultrasound to knock them into a hibernation-like state. They said we are putting them in a deep meditative trance state. These people are just buzzing. Think of ASMR on the highest setting, right? For those of you who ever do the ASMRs and you like get the fuzzies in your head, or like maybe when you're falling asleep to meditation music or whatever. I'm not one to judge, you know. You might get like the head fuzzies. It's like that, but like, what? Someone knocked me out. I want to hibernate till my birthday. Okay. Researchers say this technique could one day be used on injured humans in critical care, like astronauts taking long hauls. So if you got an astronaut that done broke his leg and you're like, I can't fix that, well, I guess you're going into hibernation, Jerry. Oh, come on now. I don't have time to go into hibernation. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's always the freaking mice and the rats, isn't it? Do you remember why? Because they actually have critical thinking in their brain pieces. And they have emotional movement like we do, which is curious, right? So look more into that. That's wild. Would you want to be put into a state like this, a suspended animation? Would you hibernate in this way? You need to tell me, because listen, I've been floating, and if it's anything like that, I might check out for a month. Depends. Can I remember some of it? Do I get to dream? Can I pick the music? What's the room look like? Like, I would want to know. Okay, I was looking for any other, like, stories that I had saw recently, because there was a few really wild ones. Okay. Yeah, I had the field trip day before yesterday. I was so pooped, you guys. I should have never gotten in this stinking place, but I don't regret it. So, there's also a story about what scientists have found in the forbidden area of the Grand Canyon. It keeps saying that they're shocking the world. It's a certain fossil. If you haven't heard about that, you might want to. Very curious. They also are claiming they found the Garden of Eden, the one in the Bible. Video game shows what people do when the world ends. I go hug my mama. I would take my baby, go hug my mama, and we melancholy that. What was it? Is that Melancholia? That movie? Where she's just on the hill waiting for the asteroid to happen? Yeah, that's me. I would be like, I accept. It's fine. Why are you going to run from it? We're all going to end up in the same fate. It's fine. Calm down. That's the fun part of it all, right? There's also, oh yeah, I think we talked about that one. But just know this. Neuralink being FDA approved. Right now, I guess it's not like the worst, but it's kind of important to be aware of. So if you didn't know, now you know. And I just find it really curious. I don't want anything touching my brain, ever. Except for my skull. Okay? Unless it's my fingers going squish, squish, squish. You know what I mean? No thank you. I don't want nothing stuck on my brain piece. I don't want to be controlled by a computer. They're saying that it's like brain to computer interface. But you know that computer can just, work backwards and then control your body. And you're like, oh, I thought I was gaining the ability of my limbs, but now the computer controls my life. And never know. You never know. Faulty outcome. Could be broken. Might end up just slapping your arms around. Wacky waving inflatable arm tube in. Whap, 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 whap. Oh my gosh, gotta go to the hospital. There's gonna be bugs. There's gonna be issues. There was a lot of struggle along the way to get here. So I think we should always be aware of where this began and where it comes from. And that was a lot of struggle, a lot of repeated tests that were unnecessary, a lot of loss of our animal friends. And yes, I'm going to be that person that's like, I love our animal friends. And I mean, it's just so unnecessary. It never had to happen. But as for that, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to get rolling. I wanted to kind of speed run through it because I was like, it's breaking news. I'm shook it. I want to know what you guys think about it. I'm just seeing so much with DNA, so much with Neuralink. And I really do have this feeling that it's just around the river bend. I really do. Yeah, and if you're going to do testing on animals, it can be done humanely. And it doesn't have to be done with unnecessary harm. It just doesn't. And if you haven't noticed, bling bling, look at those bad boys. That's my problem, is I'll get distracted for like the next 20 minutes. I'm like, ooh, sparkle, sparkle. No, thank you guys, though, seriously, for hanging out and just being curious. I really appreciate you and your brain. And I know that sometimes it may come off as just bloody ramblings, and sometimes it might be. But then again, there's some real chunks of wisdom in there. I promise. Most of the time. And if not, hey, at least we had a fun time. But tell your loved ones you love them. You don't need an excuse, okay? Stay awake, stay aware, stay well. Thank you for coming to your very own deprogramming session. Hey, Finley, stop stealing the show. I'm ending it right now. Jeez. Check out my art, DameVonBonDaisy art on Insta. And yeah, it's affordable art for all people. I think this is the third stream that I won, and I'm gonna end it now. Bye, guys. Whoop, whoop.